welcome back to another Thought on the Go. Real quick snippet into the life of a chaser, man, which I know you are as well, because otherwise you won't be watching this broadcast unless you are a hater. In that case, keep on doing what you're doing. Anyway, man, I just wanted to come on here real quick. And as you can tell by the broadcast, I wanted to encourage you as I'm out and about getting ready to start up my day here. And I just want to encourage you to do what others won't. And what I simply mean by that is this. I have come to conclude in life there are a number of categories of people, but specifically we're going to put them in two groups right now. You have dreamers and then you have chasers. The dreamers, right, they'll always have a dream. They'll always be talking about what they're believing to do, what they're going to do, what they're about to do, but they somehow never actually do. You see, a dreamer will mess around and think that, going to the gym, right, in and of itself is enough. Me just showing up, lifting some weights, doing some, lat pulls and all of that for a short amount of time is going to get me that desired result, the desired goal that I'm looking after. Whereas a chaser understands, look, man, this is a journey. This is going to be something that I actually got to put my heart into if I want to see, benefits from it. And so if in life, you got to be willing to do what others won't. You just showing up to the venue, showing up to the spot, just showing up to work, what have you, that's not enough. Like, if you're trying to achieve greatness and be the best at what you do, it's going to take you putting in that extra effort. Now, I'm not saying that, you need to be put in a position where you're getting taken advantage of by people and stuff like that. But if you want to have an extraordinary life, you got to be willing to do what the ordinary person isn't willing to do. And, it's not rocket science, but it's the reality of the world we live in, right? It's the reality of the whole aspect of being, a chaser. And so, that means as a Christian in your prayer life or in your walk with God in general, you have to be willing to, be more committed to doing that than maybe some people within your inner circle. A lot of people, they're one of the biggest mishaps in life is that they sit around and they try to wait for other people to kind of like guide them into that place of purpose or destination. They want to be guided by somebody, right? And the problem with that is oftentimes everybody's journey is a little bit different from our own. Abraham, for those of you that are Christians, when you study the Bible, he was guided by God. There were many times where he didn't even know where he was going, but he kept walking. And there's a grace in that. There's a beauty in that, because him in and of himself was a chaser. Because of him, we have the land of Israel today. Or the nation of Israel, rather. So that's just my quick encouragement to you guys, man. Like, be willing to do what others won't by actively pursuing what it is you feel like you've been put on this earth to do, or what it is you feel like you've been called to do in this season. But just know, you pursuing that thing, it isn't enough to do just the bare minimum. Like, you're going to have to put your heart into it, And my thing is this, going back to the haters, I was kind of joking earlier when I brought them up, but, it always amazes me when you have these weak behind men out here who will, you heard me right, I call them weak. They'll sit here and make fun of another man for going after what he wants, but in all actuality, they're too much of a coward to go after what they want, or the effort that they're putting in isn't really noticeable enough to receive any positive or negative feedback, because they're just so low key with their stuff or whatever. So like, they get a knack out of criticizing other men, when in all actuality they want what that man has as well. You know, it's kind of like it's a weird situation for me, but it's a true saying that goes on in our day, unfortunately. And so I don't want you to be one of those people, man. If you are one of those people, if you find yourself being one of those people, go ahead, for one, stop doing it. If you are surrounded by people that do mess like that, go ahead and cut them off, because they're just toxic people. They're toxic people. You know, they're the ones sitting here in the hood laughing at, you know, old Pookie or Nicholas or whatever, who, you know, he wants to be a graphic designer or something, you know, something that's different, and he has the tools to do it. You know, they're the ones that ain't got nothing really going for themselves but the status quo, and they'll sit here and mock. But at the end of the day, if Pookie chases his dreams, who knows where he'll be at in 5 years compared to them. So that's the thing about doing what others won't do. You have to be willing to take those chances. You can't really, you know, worry about the negative naysayers and things of that nature, because in all actuality, their opinions really don't matter, you know, and they're more fans than anything. You know, anytime they can't really encourage you to do what's right and all of that, you know, they're just fans. So let them be fans. Let them enjoy your story, enjoy your highlights, because that's all they really want to do, whether they'll admit it or not. All right. So look, man, that's just my quick thought on the go for the day. I hope it encouraged you. You know, no matter where you're at in life, your ethnicity, things of that nature. So till I tap in later, I hope all of you that listen to this have a very blessed and productive day. All right, signing off.